Hello, Philippines, and hello, world. This is your servant life coach, Lovey, and I'm here in my little kingdom here in TBC community. All right, so since I'm scheduled to have my TBC live talk this morning, I'm going to invite everyone to come and join me here because you know that life here in TBC is full of abundance and prosperity. Why it's full of abundance and prosperity? Because the cryptocurrency that we are promoting is the solution to the global poverty. So my topic for this morning is about um, TBC Live for TBC Live Talk, meaning the power of unity. So why power of unity? For example, you are alone in your life. So if you are alone, then you have to do something difficult. Let's consider something heavy and you cannot afford to carry it, so you need to call a friend, right? So you need to call a friend so that someone or people can help you in carrying that heavy thing. All right. So that's how unity works. Because if you cannot do it alone by yourself, many people who will join forces can easily do it, right? So here in our TBC community, that's what we encourage is be a leader. Okay, look at here, be a leader. Why being a leader is very important? If you are a leader, of course, you have the ability or abilities of a good leader, right? You can motivate people, you can teach them, you can guide them how to become an effective leader like you. So if you're a good leader, you won't stop motivating people to become a leader like you, because we are aiming to have 1 billion members here in our community, and that 1 billion members can make the value of TBC to its can make the value of TBC grow into 1 billion euro. Okay, so in that way, all of us holding TBC, because we believe TBC from our hearts, can eradicate poverty. All right, nobody can stop us. So we don't have to get discouraged when people will tell us that TBC is a scam. Because actually, TBC is not a scam. This is real. I tell you guys, if you want to join TBC, if you are promoting TBC like me, and as you can see, when I'm talking in front of you, I can look straight into your eye. Do you think I am just making money out of you? No, right? Because I'm here promoting TBC so that all the Tibetans, all those people who joined us, all those people who are united in promoting TBC to the whole world can make a great change in their lives. They can make a difference in their lives, of course, because our battle is against global poverty, right? So our battle is against global poverty. So if that is the case, a single person cannot do that. For example, I'm here in the Philippines and I'm doing it alone. And you are in America and you're doing it alone there. Okay, how can we reach 1 billion if we are alone in our place? For example, we have 100 countries and then only one person in each country. No matter how united we are, because we are not united in each place, we cannot get what we want here in our community. Okay, so the community of Tibetans is just like helping each other, motivating each other. If you're a good leader, like for example, me, I'm a good leader because I'm calling all of us to become a leader. Be a leader in your own way, in your own place. So if you are a leader, like for example, me, so I'm going to get first 10 people. Okay, 10 people at a time. Okay, so these 10 people, I'm going to teach them what is TBC, how TBC works, and if they have many questions about TBC that I cannot answer because I'm doing a lot of things as a leader, so they have to educate themselves by going to the website. That's the billioncoin.info or kringle.cash. Okay, because also in kringle.cash we can find the same information that what we can found in um, in our website, the TBC, the billioncoin.info. So, if you are going to motivate 10 people at a time, and then you are going to teach them the way you understand TBC, the way you motivate people, of course, they can do it for themselves, right? They can be a copycat of you. They can be your, yes, copycat of you because you are developing yourself into each person, right? So this person can also develop 10 leaders. 10 leaders, 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 10 leaders. So now that we have 10 good leaders, how many did you develop in the community? So you develop 10, right? From your 10, and then they have, each of them have 10. How about if the 100 below your 10 leaders develop also 10? Each one of them develop 10. So you have 1,000 from you to your second degree and the third degree level. You have 1,000 members because the third degree will get 10, right? So that's the fourth degree or fourth level. Okay, so the fourth level, by just getting or motivating 10 leaders, you have already 1,000 Tibetans under you. That includes you, of course. How about if another person in different place is doing that? So 1,000 in the fourth level and the 1,000 members are getting 10 leaders again. So you have million, right? In the fifth level, there are already 1 million members. 1 million from here, 1 million, and in different places, there are lots of leaders like you. So in that way, 1 billion members is very easy to produce, right? And we are hoping to get 1 billion members here in TBC as fast as we can. Of course, because there are lots of people who are always complaining, oh, where's the exchange here at TBC? Why we cannot exchange our TBC? We are not teaching you that you are going to look for an exchanger as fast as you can. We are teaching you to develop leaders. Okay? Develop leaders, and then of course if you are going to duplicate yourself into 10, and each leader will duplicate themselves into 10 and 10 and 10 and 10. So all of the billion members are very faithful Tibetans. They are all good leaders and they are all faithful Tibetans. Okay? And if they are faithful Tibetans, of course, they're going to patronize TBC by heart. They're going to promote TBC by heart. And they, if all of them have something to sell, okay, something to sell. So they're going to sell all of those products, accepting TBC payment. Now, what happened to our TBC? It keeps on moving, right? Moving and moving and moving. And all those big establishments, big businesses, big you know, the government itself will consider us. Why? Because they can see that what we are doing in our community, excuse me, what we're doing here in our community really works. Why it works? Because all of us are faithful members of TBC. Why? Because we act as real leaders of TBC, and you cannot lead, you cannot motivate people if you are not a believer, right? You cannot motivate people, you cannot teach people if you don't know what you are doing. And if you know what you are doing, you will not be asking why. Why is this so? So you are going to do something for your community the best that you can do. Okay? The best that you can do. All right. So I'm trying to explain to you a bit how that TBC work here in our community. So power of unity is emphasized. Power of unity plays the vital role in our community here in TBC. Power of unity is very important. Very, very, very important. That is why today and onwards, guys, I'm encouraging each one of you to be a good leader here in TBC. What you can do to become a good leader is to make yourself an independent person. If you keep on asking another people, if you keep on asking someone about what's this, what's that, how can you develop your good leaders? So the best thing that you can do is to study what TBC is all about. Study by heart. Okay, I know that it's not easy to become a faithful Tibetan here in our TBC community. It's not easy. And many people are taking TBC for granted. They join because they have leaders who are taking good care of them, from encoding, making the emails, encoding, and everything. They depend so much in their leaders. Now, this is the challenge for all of you. Be a good leader. Okay, leadership must start from each one of us. And we cannot become a good leader if we don't know what we are doing here in our community. So explore without limit, study everything, understand everything about TBC. Okay, so go to the valueandcoin.info and educate yourself. Read blogs. Okay, study and check the testimonials of the Tibetans from there. You can also do that in Gringo.cash. Okay, because all of us Tibetans have a Gringo account, right? Like me, I have the bullioncoin.info account, and I also have the Gringo.cash account. Okay, so we can learn from there. Learn to study everything about TBC. And then if you think you are fully equipped, you know how to encode, you know how to create account, how to teach them how to make account in TBC, how to make wallets or sign up a wallet in TBC. That's the time that you can tell to your that's the time that you can tell to yourself that I'm ready to become a good leader. Okay, and if you're already a good leader, guy or guys, you have to, of course, you have to go out and find a leader like you. Duplicate yourself. Start with 10 leaders. Okay? But of course, you cannot start immediately. Oh, it's 10 leaders. No. Start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until you get 10 leaders until you're able to develop the 10 leaders. And you are going to teach them how you learn to become a good leader here in TBC too. Okay, you are not going to spoon feed everything to each one of them. Of course, you're going to guide them. You are going to teach them how do you make it. Okay, you're going to teach them how did I develop myself to become a good leader. Okay, and you are going to duplicate yourself into the 10 people that you are trying to make a good leader. Look at here. This is my TBC kingdom. It's just a very little kingdom, right? But this little kingdom of TBC, where I'm studying, okay, the queen of TBC is able to make lots of leaders. I'm able to make lots of leaders, and they're able to walk, and they're able to develop leaders as well. You cannot tell people that you are a good leader if you do not know how to develop good leaders like you. You can only tell them that you are a good leader if you are able to develop good leaders like you. And these people is going to learn, they're going to learn how to become good leaders if they are taught by their leader to become one. Okay, so do not forget to do that. Okay, so let's go back. The very first thing that I do is to learn everything about TBC. All right, so learn everything about TBC, study everything about TBC. Like for example, here in the Philippines, we have the elected president, Danilo Amorao, right? And I was not a leader by that time. I became a leader because he appointed me as one of his executive assistants during that time. That was long ago. It's 2016. He appointed me, and I wanted to say no, of course, because at that time I don't know what TBC is all about. But the leadership within me to start to tell me, oh, you study everything and then do as instructed by your president. So the very first time, honestly, I'm very active, though I don't have money, because the money that I started to use in buying TBC here, I just borrowed it from someone. Okay, so my life is not good. It's not. I'm not rich, of course. I'm a poor woman, but rich in love, of course. So I want to serve the community of TBC. So I bought 100 TBC by at that time, because it's very affordable at that time. It's July of 2016. So I'm able to hold 100 TBC. But I'm very lucky, because when I started doing meetings, because I have series of meetings during that time. So there are lots of people from China, Japan, Saudi Arabia, who are very willing to give me TBC as their support of my meetings, because he told me that, oh, ma'am, we really appreciate what you're doing here in our community, and of course, whatever is the outcome, because of those leaders working hard for the community, we are also included, right? So we are going to give you rewards for that. So they keep on sending TBC to my wallet. That was the time when we were still using the TBC 001.net. Okay, so they kept on sending, and I'm very lucky that my TBC reached around almost 100,000. Yes, excuse me. Excuse me, because I have cough. So it reached almost 100,000 by that time. So imagine that. I'm just we're not paid here in TBC. We're just our leader, the elected president Danilo Amora, appointed us to become executive assistant. And yes, he didn't train us what to do. So what I did is I go, of course, I checked the website, the ballooncoin.info, the education part. I read everything there. I studied everything. I understand everything. And when I fully understood what TBS is all about, it's the time that I go out and explore. I fly like an eagle. Okay, I fly like an eagle. And because of that, I'm able to conduct series of meetings here in the Philippines, particularly here in Central Visayas. So but of course, there are lots of things that happened that these leaders of mine, okay, they separated ways. And they're already under the leadership of another president of TBC, not here in the Philippines. But it's fine with me, right? As long as they're able to reproduce, as long as they're able to find leaders like themselves. Because here in TBC, again, let's help each other. Not the actual helping each other, like giving food or whatever. So helping each other is like multiplying and hitting the target of 1 billion members. And it's very hard if you're going to buy TBC, hold TBC, and then you are going to forget about everything. And then you're going to wait for an exchanger, and you're always complaining, where's the exchanger? Where's the exchanger? And to think you are not doing your part as a leader here in TBC. Because if you join TBC community, you have to act as a leader. You're going to spread the good news. Spread the good news to your relatives. Start from your relatives, the members of your family, relatives, friends, and neighbors. Okay? So each one of us has different relatives, different friends, and different neighbors. And if we help each other in duplicating ourselves as a good leader, of course, it's very easy to hit the target. And why we're stuck now at 3 million plus members? Because I think, okay, in my opinion, there are lots of leaders that stopped too. And of course, when you stopped, your leaders below you will also stop. So be a leader, be a good example to your network. Okay, we call that a network. This is not a networking, but because you are creating a network, you are creating many people below you to make our dream of 1 billion divisions possible. So we are creating that. Okay, so do not forget, you keep on keep going, guys. Do not stop. I appreciate that whenever I look at Kringle That Cash, the testimonial part, there are lots of Nigerians. Uh, yes, Nigerians. There are lots of Nigerians giving testimonies, and they keep on doing meetings. I really appreciate that. Okay, Nigerians, I'm very proud of you. All of you guys who are working hard for the TBC community, you are worth to be clapped like this. Congratulations to all of you. But there are also lots of people that help grow our TBC by selling their products, accepting TBC payment. And that's what I'm also doing here in my Norum collection. Okay, Norum collection is in Facebook, right? So it's a Facebook page. So you can just look for it, like typing from the browser https colon slash slash www.facebook.com slash Norum Collection. Okay, so Norum Collection is accepting TBC payment. So I encourage people to buy TBC from me if you want to avail 100% TBC payment in a room collection. Because for those people who are not supporting TBC and you're just sitting down there, I am sad. I'm sad, and I want to tell you guys, we cannot reach our goal. We cannot get the life that we deserve of having, of holding TBC because we're just sitting down. Okay, so we have to give ourselves like responsibility. We are going to tie ourselves to responsibilities of promoting TBC, making our community big, making our community expand. Okay, we keep on expanding our community. All right. So TBC again is the power of unity. If we are alone, we cannot do it. If we have, for example, 3 million members, and they are sitting right now, all of them are sitting right now, there's no power in sitting. Okay, there's no power in sitting down. So you have to move, you have to find leaders or develop leaders like you, and we can easily get the 1 billion members. I'm very happy and I'm very satisfied with the leadership of President Danilo Amaral, though admin of TBC is already calling all of the elected presidents of TBC from all over the globe to resign, of course. So they resigned, all of them resigned because the responsibility of being a good leader is already passed down to their first level leaders, down to the second, to the third, to the fourth, and so on and so forth. All right? So all of us must, all of us must act like a good leader. All of us must be very responsible in promoting TBC to our friends, neighbors, of course, our very own family is included, right? And in doing such a thing, our dream will come true. We will surely win the battle against global poverty. And today I'm calling United States of America, the different states of America, of course, and the different parts of the world, especially China, Japan, Singapore, Korea, Vietnam, what else? Cambodia, United Kingdom, all parts of the world to participate in TBC. Be with us. We're going to spread equality through the power of our unity. Again, we're going to spread global equality through the power of unity here in our the Billion Coin community. I give the credit of making more than 3 million members here in TBC to all the presidents who were elected during the time that we just started TBC. So thank you very much to all of you because you are doing your best to develop good leaders like us. I'm one of them. Okay, so calling all of you to become a leader. Be a leader here in our TBC community. Spread the good news to your friends, relatives, and neighbors. And make this world full of the best chance. Thank you very much and mabuhay. This is Life Coach Lovey from Cebu City, Philippines. Have a wonderful day, world. Bye.